is 7:45 and a warm welcome back. Now, it tackles the business side of fashion, from logistics to e-commerce to franchising, right through to accounting and marketing. Well, that's a 12-week accelerator program taking place in 4 regional classrooms. That's in Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town and Port Elizabeth, titled Threads Stitched. Now, at the conclusion of the 12-week program, finalists will then present their new business models to the panel of judges, including businesswoman Basetsana Kumalo and branding guru Timothy Maurice Webster. And to tell us more about the program, we're joined by the co-founder of the Threads program, Tanya Habimama. A warm welcome back, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, now take us through this initiative. What is the inspiration behind it?
Well, it was the fact that the global fashion industry is worth $3 trillion US. And if we look at Africa's impact and Africa's participation in it, so the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, it represents less than 1%. So we looked at what is actually happening in our fashion industry and what can we do to uplift it. And one of the things that we noticed was that with a lot of creatives, we've got amazing talent, but that talent hasn't been harnessed into creating, well, what we call global fashion houses that create employment as well as has an impact on the economy.
Okay. Now, Tanya, since you were last here on this show about a few weeks ago, you mentioned that the process has started of selecting the participants.
Yes, and we've
now you've already selected them.
We have, yes.
Okay.
So we have our 12 finalists, and I must say it's been nothing of what was expected. So we actually ended up receiving more than 400 applications as a result of 26,000 visits to our website in just under a month. And that showed how relevant this program was actually, and it was much, we were expecting about 100 applications. Our 12 finalists are diverse in every single possible way. So we have streetwear brands, we have modesty wear, we have maternity wear, we also have leather goods and accessories, as well as luxury women's wear.
Okay, so what's going to be happening during this program after their selection? What are they going to be busy with?
So they started this week with the week 1 of the course module, all about market development and business model canvassing.
Okay.
And now for the following 12 weeks, they will basically be learning all about the business of fashion.
Sure.
So the course is designed to have a learning and development mentor, as well as theoretical practices and guest speakers. So people in the industry that can come and teach them. And as they go and as they're learning, they'll be applying the learnings directly into their businesses.
And what are you hoping to achieve with this? And what is it that you want the designers to bring to the industry after completing this program?
We want to see long-term sustainable companies that not only create beautiful designs, but that actually have an impact on the economy.
Right,
Basetsana Kumalo, who is one of our judges, said it very nicely in the panel discussion, is that she wants to see a South African fashion house trading on the JSE. She wants to see a fashion entrepreneur on the cover of Forbes. And give relevance to the fashion industry, not just have it as an art or an entertainment as we've seen it before, but actually as companies, organizations.
Now, Tana, take us through the entire selection process. What did it entail?
It was quite intense, quite scrutinous, if I can say. So they first went through an online application, which was a 7-page application which looked at their entrepreneurial spirit, their business acumen, their understanding of financial literacy. So questions such as explain the difference between margins and markups. Questions such as these. After the application process, they went on to boot camps. So we selected the top 20 per region, and they had day-long boot camps with a review committee, which comprised of multiple people that were all extremely well trained in business and verse, and they had to showcase their business acumen on the spot with exercises, role plays and games. And then from that, on a point system, so the review committee gave different points per different category to each of the participants, and it literally was a competition in the decimals, and that's how we selected our top 12.
Okay, and forming part of the judging panel is businesswoman Basetsana Kumalo and Timothy Maurice. Take us through the thought processes behind selecting these heavyweights in the industry.
So the panel of judges has, each judge has a very core capability that they'll be judging on. So Basetsana Kumalo is businesswoman, extremely versed in business operations and creating actually very proud South African organizations from her her experience in media as well as her experience in business. Timothy Maurice, personal branding expert, and has a very, well, He's an expert in what he does, in branding and personal development. We also have Vincent Hoogtuin, who is the CEO of Spree. So that's from an e-commerce perspective.
Okay.
Then we also have Laduma.
Okay, just briefly, what's the price package like?
Oh, the price package. So one winning participant will be taken to Europe,
okay,
where they'll be taken on a trade trip and put in a room basically with fashion's powerhouses, so department store buyers, retail buyers that will basically be ready to make orders, as well as taking them to trade shows and factory visits so that they can see what an international fashion house looks like.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Taina, we hope to see you again on this show to give us more updates.
I hope so too. Thank you very much.
Great chatting to you this morning. Thank you so much. That is co-founder of the Threads program, Tanya Habimama, speaking to us about the 12-week accelerator program, which tackles the business side of fashion, from logistics to e-commerce to franchising, right through to accounting and marketing. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.